Hi everyone. This will be a pretty late night tournament because my partner is living in Bermuda, so this was the best way we could agree to a play date. Is Fabian Hupa, and we're playing a German tournament. It's the first time we played together, so this could be interesting. I still had to leave the chat here because maybe there are some agreements that I didn't remember. One heart, two diamonds. So far they're bidding my suits. Always nice. And yeah, so I found a better angle for the camera, but on the other hand, there's still a lag with the audio. I have to figure that out. Apparently, my phone can't record the audio, or at least because then the lag would be the same. But in the meantime, I couldn't figure it out. In fact, I figured out that it's probably not possible. I'll play 3-0 trump here. I have a decent feeling that this might go down, but I will probably need to to pay attention. So dummy is pretty weak. Just bid 3-0 trump instead of 3 clubs. And he led the king of spades. If I were playing with myself, like a clone version of me, I would say like, well, he can't have 5 because he clearly has some values and he didn't overcall 1 spade. I think that's still valid, which would mean that South has 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. I gave count. I think that's the standard thing to do. 5 and 3. We're playing upside down count and attitude. He's playing the 8, which drives out the ace. So he had king, queen, 9, 8 originally. King of diamonds. I mean, I'm gonna duck this on general principles. There's no good reason to take it. We're playing match points. That's good to know. Every now and then it's good to know how the scoring is. Yeah, so apparently he had a stiff king, but I will still get my diamonds. I hope. Yeah, no reason to cover this. It just makes his life easier if I cover, then he gets the two tricks without needing to think of the entries. He's playing the 5. That's it could be 5, 4, 2, but it's most likely a doubleton, 5 and something higher. 5 tricks so far, but the way he's playing clubs, seems like clubs are not set up. 5, 4, 3, 1, right? Yeah, now he has one more spade, and then he can play 2 diamonds. Sorry, he can play 1 diamond, and then I get 2 of them. I he knows that Declare doesn't have the ace of diamonds. Declare would have played ace king of diamonds and then crossed the dummy and taken all the diamond tricks, so it's not a secret. 5-4-3-1 is almost exactly is almost certainly the exact distribution. Mm. 4-5-1-3. Yeah, it was kind of end played here, but whatever. Clubs and diamonds were both high in dummy, so yeah. But that was a very good lead. If you lead low, then you give a whole not just a trick, but also a tempo to Declare. Obviously, this was one of the very very spectacular successes of the lead, but it doesn't have to be this way. Sadly, we don't play transfers here, so he actually just showed diamonds. If you're gonna beat 2 diamonds on that, I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I'm gonna bid my 4-card spade. It's probably just some kind of a maximum-ish hand with no clear direction. DSIP. Do something intelligent, partner. Another question is, so if Giannis has 4 spades, then maybe I shouldn't have bid this. Maybe I should have passed. I thought of it for a second, but they are red and white. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just before I start playing this hand, I mean, I'm not okay. It doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna play low anyway. Just wanted to say that 2-no trump is an overbid. Then if 2 diamonds is not game forcing, then 2-no trump is an overbid. Okay, so now I can. Diamonds are all set up, and Giannis promised spades, right? So I don't need to finesse through south at all. It's still a bit weird, like, what exactly was this lead? I mean, it looks like a doubleton, right? So ace and 10. Does he only have 3 spades? Would be nice. Yeah, we have 12 minutes for 2 more boards, so it's... And this board is almost done. Well, anyway, let's just play low to the ace. And if I really believe that he has 4 spades, then I mean, low to the 9 is one way of doing it. The problem is I can't go to dummy too often. Yeah, let's do this. Low to the 9. That would be funny, but nope. Well, but if this was really a double done, North has what? What is this? 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. I mean, that's. I was thinking it's some kind of a crazy distribution, but it's not that crazy, right? I feel like. Yeah. Now I can try to shorten North. Yeah. It's not a trivial thing. So now I have one more trump than he does. So I can play on clubs. We lose 2 more clubs, a heart and a spade, which is just made if I'm counting correctly. Another way of looking at this is 5 spades, 5 tricks already, 6, 7, 8, so I have 8 tricks. And if he plays a club, then I get one more. Club or, well, he doesn't have a diamond. Maybe what he's thinking of is, should he cash the king of spades? Actually, it doesn't matter here. It's often like that. It doesn't matter if you cash a high spade or not. Okay, so that helped now. Was he afraid that the heart goes on the diamond? The club goes on the heart. It's a bit strange, but okay. I mean, for people who've watched this channel, they know that my defense is not perfect either. So I know that there's two high trumps usually I claim. Ah, that's the thing. So he didn't have. Okay, just to show you. Okay, I mean, actually, he will probably listen to this, but just to show you how disciplined I am, I will pass here. But actually, I'm pretty sure it's the correct call. And depending on which round it is in the club evening, I would or would not pass with this hand. The idea being that clubs are no, wait, what am I saying? Yeah, 1 diamond, 2 club. Yeah, because I was like listening to myself and thinking, was I talking about the suit or was I talking about the bridge gatherings called clubs? And then I realized, no, I was actually talking about the suit. That 1 diamond, 2 clubs is one of the most annoying overcalls out there because it's kind of people need to look for 2 different majors and then they need to double with only one of the unbid majors and then try to figure it out later. I think I'm gonna take the ace of clubs anyway and then switch to the stiff. Technically I don't need to lead the stiff because I seem to have a... Oh wow, look at that. It's one of these dummies where sometimes you can count out the entire hand here. I'm gonna assume that my partner has 4 clubs and 4 spades. In which case, declarer has 1 spade and 2 clubs, 6 diamonds, and that would leave him with 4 hearts. Not a bad deal for us if that's no, but that's no, that's not true. Because then he would have raised. Maybe it's 5 diamonds only. 5 diamonds and 3 hearts. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes people rebid 5 card minors. They shouldn't, but sometimes they do. Well, what does that tell me now? I don't even know. So not the heart. It seems like North has heart length. It's very unlikely that my partner has the ace, and even if he does, then I don't know if we need that ruff. King of clubs is kind of funny. Then North gets to ruff this one. Well, it's super annoying. It's like everything could cost a trick. I just play the diamond and hope that my partner has something. I mean, he probably has 4 diamonds. If I counted out the hand correctly. I should have the jack, but not the 10. But what am I saying? No. 7, yeah, that's the point. No. He has 7 diamonds and 3. 7 diamonds and 3 hearts. That's the point. I mean, I'm gonna cash this and then try the spade. Because then hearts will just be high. I don't even know why I played the 4. It was just some kind of attitude signal. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Here maybe you should show count. I mean, not count. It's like the normal first, third, and fifth. This is something that you should always discuss with your partner, but I actually barely ever discuss it with anyone. Other than sometimes it's like, well, a low card shows interest. Yeah, he threw the 10 of clubs. It's technically discouraging in clubs, but in this case, I know that he has a bunch of clubs, so he can, and I know exactly, I know his entire holding, so it makes no sense to discourage me again. It just means that he wants the higher suit, so it was a spade discard. Sorry, discard for spades. And yeah, so what North should have done was redouble, showing the 3 card hearts. Okay, probably pause this. Welcome back, and this was not a bad round for us, 79% so far. Yeah, I mean, this was a defensive error, but I guess even 2 spades just made would have been good. Oh, it's almost exactly the same. Interesting. Interesting because we're not that strong. Yeah, I mean, and if they compete in hearts, then we would just let them stay there. Pretty sure. 1 diamond. Three spades double. I mean, that kind of result is hard to duplicate. Yeah, this the opponents went too high. This is, I mean, technically they kind of went too high, but. Oh. Yeah, here it was, like I said, you could actually count out the entire hand. I counted it out wrong first because I somehow thought, oh yeah, my partner doesn't have, my partner doesn't have, okay. I'm gonna try this stupid American version, which is that this is a 4 card fit. And my partner has a 5 card major. I'd rather just bid 3 spades with it, but I think it's this kind of like semi-standard, and we obviously didn't discuss this. We logged in like 15 minutes before. If three hearts comes back to me, it's kind of annoying if it comes back to me, but I think I will bid three spades anyway. It's like technically, like the theory says that whenever you have honor third, that's a huge minus, but I do have a singleton and I do have a pretty nice hand. If he bids three, it's match points, right? So if he bids three, okay, well, four hearts, I don't think they're making. I mean, if they are making, it's tough luck. I don't know how strong he is, of course, so it's a little dangerous, but I still hope we get to the spade trick and two heart tricks and then something else. I should still try this and see if it should hold up once. I mean, if he has seven spades, we're kind of screwed. So okay, he showed high. It should be five. He does have lower than the eight, so let's cash this. And then the Jack of Diamonds just kind of screams to be played. Even if we have a club rough, maybe we can get it later. It's weird stuff going on right now. And he didn't draw trump. Like, what is this? Yeah, I don't know. What is this? King? I think it's 7-3-2-1, right? So he had ace queen. Why didn't he draw trump? And does Fabian have a trump on her? Okay, so 6 hearts. 6 hearts, 2 clubs. 2 spades, 3 diamonds. So he's out of diamonds. But then so is Fabian, right? 5-3-3-2. So this is if he has the 10 of no, the queen, right? If he started out with queen doubleton, this can help, but Why didn't you draw Trump? I don't get it. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, we gave them a trick. I just somehow thought the diamond is more urgent than the club, because the club we will get anyway. It's this kind of simple heuristic. On the other hand, I could have thought like he led a trump, so he stops clubs. That's the other argument that sometimes is brought up. I'm not sure. Yeah, down 2 would have been nice. Down 3, of course, if he... Wait, down 3? Really? I don't see down 3. So 2 spades. 2 spades, a club, and 2 hearts, and then somehow... Ah, and then I even draw trump, and then we get a slow diamond trick. Well, that would have been very nice, but... Yeah, down 3. The 200 is better than 170, of course. And actually 500 wouldn't have been better. Okay. Well, I'm not leading a club. A spade is a bit... It's less likely that we have spade tricks if I have so many spades. A heart is giving up, so I think a diamond it is. I think standard would be the 10, but I'd rather show my count. The 7. It's a 20 count. Wait, is it a 20 count? Yeah, it's a 20 count, and my partner has an ace. That's always a nice start. And I hope he's thinking of cashing the ace of spades. And the unlucky part of the previous board was that, so if declare doesn't have the ace king, there's only the ace or the king, then he can't just rough that diamond in dummy, so... I think it's also a bit unlucky the way it went. I will play the middle one, showing that I'm not interested in anything. And it's really literally useless. I have a feeling a claim is coming up soon. I showed an even number, which I guess is 4. And this was just to check that there are no more trumps, just to be sure. I just played a random spade, it didn't matter. One would hope that people find this, but the 3 hard bid was very, very... well, I would say it's too much, but it's not my card, so... 7 no trump down 1, doubled, very nice. What's this on lead? You do have enough tricks, but if West is on lead, then it's difficult to get it. I think North-South maybe had a disagreement on what 5 spades showed. South either... yeah, South probably thought it's 2 aces rather than 2 key cards. If you have 2 aces, do you even make? I don't know. I don't think so. A bunch of people made over tricks. Well, one over trick. It's kind of a strange situation to think long about because normally it's like your first impression is okay. I mean, if it's wrong, then it's wrong, but it's not like, I don't know, if you think longer about it, like, oh, but this is weak and that is stronger. I don't know. Yeah, this is the one position where maybe you want to think because you really want to think about slam. It's just 1-3-5. It's probably like queen third or so. You can try to mess with declarer by playing the king or something, but normally you're not messing with them because yeah, you're in the 7-3 fit, then everything is already high. I mean, it will be high the second round. Yeah, minus 510. It's one of the minuses that you like writing. Yeah, too bad for this, but it's still a decent result for us. Not so many people bid it, too bad, but... Why didn't they make Trinotron plus 4? Did they lead like the king of clubs and they get scared or so? It's the same thing. And they give you a chance to play the spade finesse, so you can just take the spade finesse, right? Hmm. 7 plus 3 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. I don't know. Je comprends pas. 3 spades just made. I love it. I think in 3 spades you're also making kind of... It's probably plus 3, not plus 4. Okay, king of clubs lead is plus 2. It's somehow... Yeah, because they will somehow get in. West will get in with a spade sooner or later, and then the club will go. But just making is a little extreme. 3 more minutes. Yeah, I'll just pause. Hey everyone, I love these names. R-Pass and R-Play. I don't know what it means, but definitely fun. If North had raised to 2 hearts, I would have bid 2 spades with this. Not proud of it, but hey, I have spades and they have hearts. And my partner will give me a lot of leeway. So board 4 was good. The one where actually we kind of... I misdefended, or at least deviated from double dummy, let's say. And the other two we had absolutely no influence over. And somehow this 4 hearts plus 3, even though they missed a... yeah, technically they missed a Grand Slam, but a Grand Slam on 2 finesses. This was, so to speak, bad for us. We probably need to lead against 3-0 trump. The spade seems like the obviously the other one that could be is a diamond. If I wanna lead a diamond 10, it's this famous lead of dummy second suit. It's match point, so maybe I shouldn't lead a spade. Maybe I should kind of give up and try the 10 of diamonds. It's very unlikely to give away a trick. It's also a bit the question how much you can trust them, because expert standard would tell you that 3-0 trump is has a very strong club stop and no interest in hearts or diamonds. It's not necessarily true against random players. Well, I'm gonna try the 10 of diamonds now. I kind of talk myself into it. It's not really strong enough for 3 diamonds, but it's also not too far from it. Yeah, spade would be only good if my partner had had the 10 maybe. Otherwise, it's automatically giving away a trick. So the queen holds, and my partner doesn't encourage, so it's very unlikely that he has the king. And doesn't look good for us. Okay, so it's right, what is this? 6-4-3-0, right? Okay. You can show the ace of clubs. Again, just on general principles, you want to duck this. It's like he ducked it. He ducked the heart before. And North discarded 2 spades already. Very weird. And, now the strategy would be to try to keep declaring dummy, but I think he has the ace of spades and the king of diamonds. Now the ace of spades is not sure. That could be our breakthrough. Ace of clubs to me, and then I play the queen of spades and we set up spades. But on the other hand, so North, let's say, would have king of diamonds and king of clubs. Yeah, that's technically a response, but it's like the absolute minimum. So Fabian can play a low heart to the 9 if he wants to. He threw 2 spades on the hearts. Very interesting. So Fabian shows me an odd number of clubs. I would guess 5. 1, 5, 5, 2. Okay, the queen of spades would just like clarify the entire hand, right? If somehow Fabian has the ace, then the hand would be completely over right now, and I mean that's maybe not bad to kind of look for the easiest solution. I mean, it's a bit silly to discard from if you have no ace of spades and then to discard like 2, 3 spades. But then that's also like kind of a passive thing to do. Heart would have been the same. If he's just gonna take all the tricks he has, I mean. Okay, let's see. Okay, we take the heart, right? Huppenmann has the 10. Not much I could have done, but the low spade would have given away a trick. Yeah, everything is the same except, I mean, okay, low club, yeah, because somehow, if I lead the low club, then later he can just duck a club and my ace would fall. Which actually he could have done now, but it would have been hard to find. I can double here, and if he bids hearts, I'm happy. If he bids spades, I can correct the diamonds. That's the exact thing that I was talking about in board 1, I think. Board 3. Yeah, this is now the annoying part. If he has to... Yeah, double would be kind of responsive. And the safest thing I can do here is bid 3 diamonds. He knows that I have one of the 4-card majors, but I don't know which he has and which one I have. Okay, 3 hearts. Yeah, now the question is this now stronger or weaker than a 3 heart directly? And I'm gonna just pass and hope that if we make 4, then we will get a good score anyway. Yeah, these are super annoying. Ah, okay, yeah. He wanted to hear which one I have because he had both. Yeah, and then this is the famous 4-4-3-2 distribution in that order. We agreed that you open 1 diamond with it. We have everything except hearts. Okay, so we already have 1 trick extra. Well, maybe they can still get the heart trick by a spade off. North put south in, and now they get the spade off, maybe. No. So we're down 1 now, but they need to now. North needs to play diamonds for us, which is nice, or a club, and then that solves the whole hand. If North plays a spade, if North had played a diamond, then you have 2 options. I mean, North had queen 10, so actually it doesn't matter. But you can just play the low from dummy, and either if North has the 10, then South would have needed to play the queen, and if North has the queen, then South will have the 10. But then when you take the ace, you can finesse on the way back. So basically, it's a double finesse without losing the lead. Yeah, it's kind of a standard elimination play. In this case, they kind of eliminated everything themselves, but it often happens in the end game. Yikes. It's almost a button. And this, I would guess it's somewhere average-ish. Okay, pretty nice. But nowhere near as good as the other one was bad. Our pass and our play. Our play, I understand. It's like, whose play is it? It's our play. But our pass? That's our play. Okay, 3 no trump, and he leaves the 6. It could be second from nothing. It could also be Jack 4th, right? Jack 10 8 6, but maybe it would lead the Jack. It could be Jack 6 something. Okay, let's try to look at the auction again when we get in. Let's pay 2 diamonds, right? One spade, two diamonds, two spades, okay. Well, I still need to play low. Ah, he has the jack. So it was 6-10-2. Okay, he had 7 diamonds. So he's gonna take 7 diamonds. Sorry, 6 diamonds. 2 hearts is already 8, and the ace of spades is 9, so we're not beating it, and the king of clubs is on side. He knows that I have nothing in spades. Maybe I can show the queen of clubs. That's from the play. It should be pretty obvious. Well, I don't know actually, but I think it should be pretty obvious that I have nothing in that I have the king of hearts. What is this? Seven, 3. So 7 diamonds, 3 hearts, 2 clubs and a spade, maybe. He had that. Stiff king, okay. It was a double ton. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was looking for something in hearts. Mm, 6-2. Yeah, I was hoping for Jack 6-2. That would have obviously been better, but well, maybe I should have known. If Declare has Jack, if partner has Jack 6-2, then Declare is wide open now. So maybe he wouldn't have ducked. See, he would have ducked the queen or so. Furthermore, I mean, he could have ducked it from this as well. Let's say the Declare does take it, then maybe he would have taken the diamond finesse right away. 7-4-1-1. Probably it would have worked now, but maybe it's not what you want to do. I guess it imps you lead the club, but maybe not at match points. Yeah, I mean, it's not the exact distribution that you think of when somebody bids 3-no trump. stiff in an unbeat suit, for example. Club lead just beats it or what? Yeah, I guess so. And now I need to switch to a club, but I was a bit too fixated on Jack 6-2. Yeah, let's just pause it and come back. Welcome back. It's a 14 count. I'm just gonna go overboard. 1 diamond. Yeah, this was pretty bad for us. Yeah, I mean, 3-0 Trump, it just turns the whole thing into kind of a poker game. And again, I actually had this discussion before, I think with Justin on this channel, that just saying it's a poker bid doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just that in this case, yeah, it's generally kind of a common wisdom is that 3-0 Trump should show at least some kind of stops, or at least some kind of a balanced hand. And in this case, he had neither. He was banking on a heart lead, basically. Okay, let's see if we can come back into the saddle. Until now, each round got worse and worse. Nachteulen means night owls. Queen of clubs, I mean, probably just duck it twice. Let's see if I find out something. They both pass throughout, so I can also try to count out the hand a bit that way. This heart can go. So West is the king of clubs, East has queen, jack 10. West would have probably played the king at some... Wait, okay. So it's 4-4 because East doesn't have the king and West didn't play it yet. Clubs are 4-4. I have no indication, so I'm just gonna play the simplest way I can imagine, which is Ace of Diamonds. Should I unblock that? I don't think it matters. Very nice. So West showed me already 7 points. King of clubs and king jack of diamonds. Don't tell me they were 5-3 this way. Oh, they are telling me. is 5-4 in the minors. Okay, so it means that the East has a bunch of majors. I don't really care. No, sorry, East discarded the club. Okay, I'm going crazy. Yes. Okay, East discarded the club. And West is playing passively. Interesting. And East discarded 2 hearts. So hearts are not an issue anymore, but... So I have 6 tricks. More or less whatever I do. Okay, so West showed me 7 points. West can't have ace king of hearts. East could, but yeah, hearts are most likely split. Well, the only thing I can imagine is I mean, I will take this finesse. It's simply just vacant spaces. West showed me more points and more cards in diamonds. So yeah, just 6 tricks. Better than nothing. What? Okay, it's late. I'm sorry. What happened there? Did he really discard? When did he play the 10 of? I don't know. Hey, it's plus 90. That's what matters. Ace of diamonds, yes. Yeah, that club discard, I saw it, but then I forgot. 1 heart. Ah, he had a spade. Yeah, just don't discard a spade from it. I don't know. It's a pretty common theme. You wanna keep length with dummy. Two diamonds, it says from 6, from 0 points. So they apparently play weak 2s in diamonds. It's a very uncommon agreement in Germany, even though I like it a lot. We have it. Trump is probably some kind of relay, but whatever. West is not sure. And this might be one of those cases where you want to lead an unsupported ace because West is most likely weak. Okay, so he says answer to August. Many points, but a bad suit. So he's missing the queen at least, I know that. And maybe so ace of clubs and looking at dummy, that's one way of defending. East is most likely the strong hand. I mean, underleading the ace is a little too fancy for me. You want to see what my partner does? Well, the suit is definitely weak. We know that much. It's the 6. Only the 2 is out. Many declarers just play the lowest one no matter what, but some declarers hide the lower ones. I'm gonna play West to not have hidden the 2 and just switch, but then what should I switch to? Of course, if my partner doesn't have the king, then he... I don't know. Well, I think like clubs is kind of the most passive I can do. And then I don't see how, like, let's say spades going on hearts. Yeah. Yeah, let's just play a hard club. I don't know. I think it's most of the time will be fine. Ignoring the fact that I gave a trick with the ace, of course, but so here's the ace of spades. Okay, so I mean, I could not have beaten it because the queen is still on side, and they're making 3-no trump, so it's not a bad result per se. East would have played 3-no trump, so the spade lead wouldn't have hurt. Of course, the spade switch would have given us one more trick. But actually 400 or 4. So from 6, from 0 points. I have a nice hand, but definitely not enough. Yeah, a bunch of people, they just open 1-no trump and then West just passes. I wouldn't have passed, but what can you do? If it doubles, then that would be very interesting. 3 spades. I hate not being able to bid my 7-card suit, but I think best is to just stay put. It is the 3 level, but my partner did balance. So East wants to penalize. It's probably a penalty double. Yeah, 4 diamonds. I mean, I don't know. What a beauty, yeah. Yeah, so keeping them to 400 would have helped only by getting one more match point. That is to say, I mean, one more out of. Yeah, that's what you call it. Yeah, so one match point is if you're equal with the score, and 2 match points if you're better. It's just 1 match point only, so it doesn't matter too much. I'll probably just rough with the 10. Forcing out the ace. Or if he's ducks, then you can just play. Now low spade to the 8. Finessing against the 9. And they are 6-0 trumps. You can still get. So East had 6 spades. Two clubs. I guess 2 diamonds and 3 hearts. But that would give West 5 hearts. Are we sure that? Am I sure that that I didn't miscount this hand? I'm not. He can and play East, and maybe I miscounted something. As usual. Yeah, there was a spade at some point. I said, well played, and he said, thanks, it won't really help. Yeah, it won't help. Well, let's see. Well. Mm. Three diamonds. Yeah, double, but I mean, come on, if you have 5-3 in the majors and that disparity in strength, then I think three spades is fine. I mean, it's a little disgusting, but I mean, I don't know if you really are supposed to pass with that. It is still a decent opening hand. Yeah, pass maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I would have passed. I can't really blame him for doing it. So the general principle, let's say, first approximation is whoever is short in the preempt suit, which in this case was East, but from the two of us, whoever is short can act. And that would have been me, but I was too weak. So then my partner knows that I was weak. But yeah, I can still have some spade support or something. The other general principle is that if they have a fit, then we have a fit. We did have a fit, but that was diamond, so. Yeah. Well, bid, what can I say? Just waiting. It's 2 minutes. At some point there was 1 minute. Yeah, here is where I missed that spade discard. But yeah, that's the problem. If you're not paying attention to all the discards, then later you have to like do some kind of safety plays and combination of like, okay, if I miss this discard and then I saw that discard, then this is the correct play, and if I miscounted this suit but not that suit, then this is the correct play. So by being lazy a few tricks before, you actually need to then you need to work harder later. And he said that good that this is the fast tournament and not the slow one. Yeah. Yeah, I said this many times. I think on many streams as well that I prefer fewer rounds with longer breaks in between. But if I'm on stream and I can just kind of ramble on, then it's oh wow. Okay, but this is yeah, again, so I could have saved this one match point here. Yeah, it's true. So the point is that even though here it looks like, oh, I'm somewhere in the middle, but the point is that you're kind of sharing the same result with all these people. So of course my 50 was wrong, but still it would have been 0. He said fast is relative. Yeah, it's like a hedgehog or something. Ego. It's not an ego. It's also I don't know if it's hedgehog or porcupine or what. It's one of those animals. That it's still faster than a snail. One spade and two spade. At least I have a good lead. I could try for a diamond drop, but he's just thinking you're not supposed to think there. Not ethically, it's just that you have nothing to think about. Yeah, on the other hand, I mean, it's likely that actually I'm helping partner if I lead my stuff. Huh. I was thinking like, it was likely that we're kind of both short in diamonds and then my partner is long, so then I lead through the strength of dummy. He's playing a low diamond, so that should be clubs. And we agreed that we just lead based on length and not attitude. But this is attitude by him. We're getting another off, very cool. Well, he wanted that club. He could have king jack. But by now I think it's slowly our tricks are disappearing. I mean, not disappearing. We did have 5 tricks. It is slowly running out. Declare has 5 spades, at least 2 clubs, at least 3 diamonds. If those are exact numbers, then he would have 3 hearts. But he normally wouldn't have 4 hearts. I think it's probably his exact distribution. So actually my queen jack is a little useless now. And apparently we had a heart trick. So heart would have been just as good as the club, but I don't know. He played back a low diamond. Maybe it was just meant as a suit signal, like just a length signal. I'm not sure. From the strength, I could have figured it out, I guess. I mean, she could have had the king of hearts. Not so clear. And then with 1 spade. And it sucks, but I need to pass. I can't bid 3 clubs with this. It's still relatively garbage. The only thing I can do for my partner is to pass quickly and not slowly. If I pass slowly, then I'm making his life harder. Double by me would have shown something with hearts or something. And here normally I should bid 2 spades, but I think if I have a 6 card suit, It takes precedence. It's almost midnight here. It's almost 7 p.m. there. But we're almost done. Low spade, probably king fifth. Interesting that he didn't want to lead my suit, but could there not 5 forfeit? Five diamonds, 3 spades. Three hearts and 2 clubs, I guess. You can overtake, doesn't matter. You can play the spade through. Wait, do I need to play the spade through? Well, it doesn't matter at all, right? If he has the jack of hearts, he will take it. Play spade, he can play a spade. Yep, that one. Dummy is high. He conceded all the tricks and they rejected it. It's very interesting. So both of these are pretty nice. Wow. Yeah, the hearts. Yeah, so actually a heart queen lead wouldn't have been that bad. And still, there's no way we're. Yeah, we could have beaten it if I switched the heart queen there. Then how did everyone else? I don't know. It's just bridge. And I hope this is at least good. Kind of, but 2 spades all pass? Or you're playing German standard, so 1 no trump is limited to 10. Let's just lead the ace. We didn't agree on what we lead from ace king, but I think from if into the ace, then he won't be surprised. It's the 7. He could still have 7-10 or 7-jack. So, I mean, the normal thing here is to assume that Claire has 5-4, and in this case it would be 5-4, 3-1 in that order, which is not too good for us. Select signal is pretty important in this case, but so my partner can duck it as many times as they want. And in fact, if I have a double tone, which I do, then he can take the ace now and play a diamond for 2 meter off, but of course it's not quite sure if I still have a trump. Very strange way of playing. And I still have a hard trick. If that was an honest finesse. So now we know Declare's exact distribution. And yeah, it was just slightly misplayed. You have to just don't draw a trump. Of course, you don't know that trumps are 3-3, but you should still try, I think. Don't tell me this is bad for us. Okay, this is at least good. Some more kibitzing. So tantrics, yes. And yeah, in the end it was a forcing defense what we did. These 2 spades, I don't know. I should probably know just from the points. Diamonds down 1. Yeah. I don't know how important it is to know exactly where I finish, because it's like it's gonna be something like this, because this is good for us and this is bad for us. 3 diamonds down 1 was apparently about average. Anyway, I will slowly say goodbye to you, I guess. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's see you around. Well, or how long do we have? 1 minute? 6 minutes, okay. Okay, somebody wasn't too hard, but you can... You can't take the same tricks. I was gonna say you can take the same tricks, but you can't. Not even close. You can take 8 tricks, but not much more. At least in this position. Yeah, you're always supposed to convert. Two spades just made. Good lead, but then I just took this club signal too seriously, I guess. So if here I switch to a heart, I think it's much better, right? Yeah, otherwise they make... I just blindly played this club. Too hard. People don't bid too hard. Just not proper braid. Always, always, always correct to 2 spades from 3-2. And they will always, they will also end up with 110. It's almost like a conspiracy. Don't pass 2 hearts. Correct to 2 spades. It's just usually a better contract. A 5-2 than a 4-3. And if your partner is 5-5, then yeah, that's the way it is. But it's not so likely. In fact, your partner could be 6-4 as well. 54.8, exactly the same as before. Yeah, I would say it was a little bad luck as well, but just part of the game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave you, and yeah, see you around.